horizontally where it fits on the timeline, and then slot it vertically where it belongs. We as districts and schools, we often talk about educating kids for the future, like preparing them for the world that they will enter. What has been a motivating factor for me is figuring out structures and putting things in place that set students up for the world that they're going to be entering when they graduate high school and they go to college, or they enter professions, or they go to trade school, or whatever it's going to be, because that world's vastly different from the world that we experience.
Right now in California, about half the students who graduate don't have access to four-year university, and that is an incredibly challenging equity issue. And really, for our seniors walking across the stage, graduation is the starting line to the rest of their lives. But the problem is that high school diploma doesn't give them full access to the rest of their lives. And that's where an A through G graduate has access to the state university system, and a high school graduate does not.
It starts early. Like, you have to put them on the right path and make sure that they're armed with all the right information so that when they're making decisions, they're making informed decisions and are in a good position by the time they're finishing their high school career. So because it starts early, we start with 8, 9.
If they leave 8th grade feeling unsuccessful, they go into 9th grade feeling unsuccessful, and oftentimes are placed in courses that, while they're designed to help them, just reinforce this idea that I'm not a good student. So getting students out of 8th grade feeling like, I'm going to go into high school, I'm going to be taking the courses that will prepare me to go on to college or other careers.
High school diplomas don't guarantee college access. Nearly half of California students who receive a high school diploma are disqualified from public California four-year colleges and universities before they ever get to 10th grade. While every year of school matters, research proves we need to set students up for success in 8th and 9th grade. These can be make or break years in keeping California students on track.
Yes, it has a college implication. This is about A to G rate. This is about qualifying for scholarships. This is about entrance into the workforce. This is about engagement. This is about success. This is about skills for college and career ready, but also after high school readiness.
When I first heard about it, I thought, you know what, this sounds like a good idea. It's definitely something our kids need. And I think one of the wonders was, how is this gonna look like in our classroom? What are we gonna have to do? How are we gonna make sure that our kids are gonna be successful with these new changes that we're gonna be making?
Number one, it's the premise that the solution lives within us. And so having the space and the time to wrestle with that, knowing that this is a journey, these processes, convenings, have a spillover effect. And so when you have a principal, when you have a teacher leader, when you have a district director, assistant superintendent, going through this and experiencing this, and then along the way having those aha moments, you can't help but have this type of work spill over into other areas of your work.
And I think that's kind of the secret sauce, if you will, is having all those perspectives in the room. Because we're coming to that problem or to that change idea with the different layered levels of, how we do the work.
We've been working together to have more common practices. So I think it's worked a lot better to kind of help us to be more cohesive as a PLC.
California Education Partners strategies are built for school districts. Their outcomes don't just benefit one class or school, they improve the entire system.
The goal should be that they have the maximum number of opportunities to choose post-secondary paths. For us, on track means we are on track to giving students the maximum number of choices when they graduate.
California Education Partners has partnered with more than 60 districts since our founding in 2010. For more information, visit caedpartners.org.